blissful life with love and gratitude to all. Friends, today I am coming after a gap of few months. Today I shall be talking about mind and how this mind can help in achieving a no mind condition. To make the process simple, I shall be explaining through 4 stages, and each stage has a specific word. The 4 words in the sequence of process are thinking, contemplating, concentration, and meditation. So let me start with thinking and build up till the last called meditation. We all think, and many a times this thinking is vague, undirected, scattered, leading us nowhere. Mostly it is a linkage of associated thoughts leading from one to another, and this goes on and on in circles. Let me explain my point with an example. You see a dog crossing the street. The moment you see the dog, your mind starts thinking about dogs. The dog has led you to this thought, and then the mind has many associations. When you were a child, you were afraid of a particular dog. The dog comes into the mind, and then the childhood comes to the mind. Then dogs are forgotten. Then just by association, you begin to daydream about your childhood. Then the childhood goes on being connected with friends and many other things. And in this way, you move in circles. So friends, whenever you are at ease, try to go backwards from your thinking to where the thoughts came from. Go back, retrace the steps. You will see that another thought was there and that led to this. And they are not logically connected. Because how is a dog on the street connected with your childhood? There is no logical connection, only association in your mind. Suppose if I am crossing the street, the same dog would not lead me to my childhood. It would lead to something else. In a third person, it would lead to something else. Everyone has associated chains in the mind. With any one person, something happening, some accident will lead to the chain. Then the mind begins to function like a computer. One thing leads to another leads to another, and you go on and on and on. And the whole day you are doing that. So friends, I request, write down on a sheet of paper whatsoever comes to your mind honestly. You will be just amazed what is happening in your mind. There is no relation between two thoughts, and you go on doing this type of thinking. You call this as thinking. Actually, this is just association of one thought with another, and they lead themselves. Actually, you are led by them, by your thoughts. Second stage, thinking becomes contemplation when it moves not through association but is directed. You are working on a particular problem, then you bracket out all associations. You move on that problem only. You direct your mind to that. The mind will try to escape to many bypath, to any side route, to some associations. But you cut all the side routes and direct your mind on the one road. For example, a scientist working on a problem is in contemplation. A mathematician working on a problem is in contemplation. A poet contemplates a flower, then the whole world is bracketed out and only the flower and the poet remains, and he moves with the flower. Many things from side routes will attract, but he does not allow his mind to move anywhere. Mind moves in one line, directed. This is contemplation. Science is based on contemplation. Any logical thinking is contemplation because the thought is directed, thinking is guided. Ordinary thinking is absurd. Contemplation is logical and rational thinking. Then the third stage comes, and that is concentration. Concentration is staying at one point. It is not thinking. It is not contemplation. It is really being at one point, not allowing the mind to move at all. In ordinary thinking, mind moves as a madman. In contemplation, the madman is led. It is directed. It is guided. He cannot escape anywhere. But in concentration, the mind is not allowed to move. It is only allowed to be at one point. The whole energy, the whole movement stops. It sticks to one point. Yoga is concerned with concentration. Ordinary mind with undirected thinking, the scientific mind with directed thinking, the yogic mind has its thinking focused, fixed at one point. No movement is allowed. Now let us understand the fourth and the final stage, meditation. In this, the mind is not allowed at all. Meditation is no mind. In short, we move through four stages: ordinary thinking, contemplation, concentration, and meditation. Meditation means no mind. Not even concentration is allowed. Mind itself is not allowed to be. That is why meditation cannot be grasped by mind. Up to concentration, mind has a reach. Mind can understand concentration, but mind cannot understand meditation. Really, mind is not allowed at all. In concentration, mind is allowed to be at a point. In meditation, even that point is taken away. Ordinary thinking is the ordinary state of mind, and meditation is the highest possibility. Now one may have a doubt how contemplation and concentration, both being mental process, help in achieving a state of no mind. It looks totally contradictory. How can your mind try, make an effort to create a state which is not of mind? Let us try to understand. When mind is, what is there? A process of thinking. When there is no mind, what is there? No process of thinking. If you go on decreasing your process of thinking, if you go on dissolving your thinking slowly and gradually, you are reaching no mind condition. Therefore, mind means thinking. No mind means no thinking. And in this process, mind can help. If the process of thinking becomes more and more dense, then you are proceeding from mind to more mind. If the process of thinking becomes less dense, it is decreased, is slowed down, you are helping yourself towards no mind. It depends on you, and mind can help, because really mind is what you are doing with your consciousness this very moment. If you leave your consciousness alone without doing anything with it, it becomes meditation. So there are two possibilities to achieve it. Either slowly, gradually you decrease your mind by and by. Say if 1% is decreased, then you have 99% mind and 1% no mind within you. It is as if you have removed some furniture from your room. Then some space is created there. Then you remove more furniture and more space is created there. When you have removed all the furniture, the whole room becomes space. Really speaking, the space is not created by removing the furniture. The space was already there. It is only that the space was occupied by the furniture. When you remove the furniture, no space comes in from outside. The space was already there, occupied by the furniture. You have removed the furniture and the space is recovered, reclaimed. Similarly, deep down, mind is space occupied, filled by thoughts. If you remove some thoughts, space is created, or discovered, reclaimed. If you go on removing your thoughts slowly and gradually, you are regaining your space. This space is meditation. This can be done slowly or suddenly. There is no need to go on for lives together removing the furniture because there are problems. When you start to remove the furniture, 1% space is created and 99% space is occupied. The 99% occupied space will not feel good about the unoccupied space. It will try to fill it. So one goes on slowly decreasing thoughts and then again creating new thoughts. In the morning, you sit for meditation for some time. You slow down your process of thought. Then you go to office. And again there is a rush of thoughts. The space is filled again. The next day you go again to this and you go on doing this, throwing it out and inviting it again. You can also throw all the furniture out suddenly. It is your decision. It is difficult to throw out all the furniture at a time because you have never accustomed to be without furniture. You may feel uncomfortable. You will not know what to do with that space. You may even become afraid to move in that space. You have never moved in such a freedom. Mind is conditioning. We have become accustomed to thoughts. Have you ever observed, or if you have not, please observe that you go on repeating the same thoughts every day. You are like a gramophone record, and that too not fresh, new one, but old. You go on and on repeating the same things. Why? What is the use of it? Only one use. It is just a long habit. You feel you are doing something. Say for example, you are lying on your bed just waiting for sleep to come, and the same things are repeated every day. Why are you doing this? It helps in a way. Old habits, conditionings help us. A child needs a toy. If a toy is given to him, he will fall into sleep. Then you can take away the toy. But if the toy is not there, the child cannot fall into sleep. It is a conditioning. The moment toy is given to him, it triggers something in his mind. Now he is ready to fall into sleep. The same is happening with most of us. The only difference is the toys are different. There are people who go on chanting some names of God before they sleep. You may even find difficulty in falling asleep in a new room. Also, if you are accustomed to sleeping in a particular clothes, then you will need those particular clothes every day. Psychologists say that if you sleep in a nightgown and it is not given to you, you will feel difficulty in falling asleep because for you there is a relationship and old habit. With old habit, one feels at ease, more comfort. Thinking patterns are also just habits. You feel comfortable. The same thoughts every day, the same routine. You feel everything is okay. You have investments in your thoughts. That is the main problem. Your furniture is not just rubbish to be thrown. You have invested many things in it. All the furniture can be thrown immediately. It can be done immediately. This very moment, you can be freed of your whole mental furniture. But then, you will be suddenly vacant, empty, and you will not know who you are. Now, you will not know what to do because for the first time, your old patterns are no more. The shock may be too sudden. You may even die or you may go mad. That is why sudden methods are not used or recommended because the past drops immediately, and when the past drops immediately, you cannot conceive of the future because the future was always conceived of in terms of the past. Only the present remains, and you have never been in the present. Either you were in the past or in the future. So when you are in the present for the first time, you will feel that you have gone mad. So gradual methods are good. Please try that. They take a long time, but slowly and gradually you become accustomed to the space. You begin to feel the space and the beauty of it, the bliss of it, and then your furniture is removed slowly and gradually. So, from ordinary thinking, it is good to become contemplative, that is gradual method. From contemplation, it is good to move to concentration, that is the gradual method. And from concentration, it is good to take a jump into meditation. Then you are moving slowly, feeling the ground at every step. And when you have really rooted in one step, only then you begin to go for the next one. It is not a jump, it is a gradual growth. So, friends, these four things: ordinary thinking, contemplation, concentration, meditation are four steps to reach from mind to no mind condition. I stop for today, thanking you for your valuable time and hoping that you will start practicing to reach no mind condition for a longer duration. See you again. Till then, live a blissful life.